Welcome back to the AWS studio here at Mobile World Congress Barcelona. This is your home for product launches, feature announcement, customer stories, and so much more. And today, we get to talk about football, or dare I say soccer. I'm joined by industry experts from AWS and DT to recap how DT delivered the Euros to 70 million fans. Thanks so much for joining us here today.
Thanks for having us.
Let's start with a round of intros. Over to you, Mamta.
Yeah, myself, Mamta Bharti. I'm VP for digital omni-channel experience across B2C channels in Germany.
And myself, Sumit Bhardwaj. So I'm the senior technical account manager based out of India.
So let's start with you, Mamta. I'd love to understand a little bit more DT's One TV platform and the role it plays in shaping the sports vertical as a whole.
Yeah, good question. So DT is one of the leading global digital telco across Europe, and we provide also One TV as a platform for streaming services, streaming any services, either football or any other game across Europe. And there we have a major presence. We have a One TV streaming platform launched across 7 countries. And what we are offering over there is really unified experience for our customers, so they can have access to the content. At the same time, they have access to the network as a streaming services. And also, we want to engage more customer loyalty over here. So that's the focus with this product portfolio across Europe.
So as we think about One TV in the context of the Euros, I always love a great by-the-numbers story, and I think it's so impressive. You've got 30 days, 51 live matches, 1.5 million active devices. What were some of the challenges you faced in delivering such a high fidelity experience to such a breadth of customers?
Yeah, so one of the major challenges, actually, as DT was the sponsor of the event, we had to really make sure that all our streaming services are active. Like, we cannot afford any downtime over the system. As it is across the multiple netcos, we had to make sure that the resiliency, low latency, cost effectiveness, everything is in place. And we could not afford any short outage of our streaming platform. Being DT as the sponsor as well, and Euro Cup is one of the most watched event across the Europe. We anticipated very higher peak traffic, also a lot of streaming services to be used during the broadcasting. So that was a challenge to how we scale up the system in a way that it's present in front of the customer without any outages, and also at the same time it's cost efficient as well, and lower on the customer satisfaction in case of any issue pops up. Yeah, so that was the major challenge we had to face with the architecture as well, and the resiliency as well, if everything is in place. Because as I said, SDT was the sponsor, we cannot have any brand value going down, and we cannot afford any shortcoming during this event.
So Mamta, you talked about demand forecasting and auto-scaling. Sumit, from your perspective, as we thought about supporting our customer in delivering such an event, we go back to our AWS well-architected framework and all the key pillars, of which cost efficiency is so important. Was that one of the major goals that we set out as a team?
Yeah, so like as Mamta said, like we were very clear what kind of challenges our customer is expecting. And we just took that forward, and we started collaborating with DT. And like during the preparation phase, we conducted some operational reviews, architectural reviews, and that's how we just made sure we don't have any red flag in terms of their existing platform. Then we started collaborating with their respective stakeholders, just to understand what kind of operational challenges they've been facing. And after all these collaborations, we built an action plan which covered basically the enhancement of their existing platform from self-managed to AWS managed services, just to avoid any kind of operational challenge during the event. And we just segregated the workloads. As Mamta said, this platform is serving in multiple countries. So we just segregated the workload just to make sure we have good scalability and resiliency during the event again. We also developed some custom solutions as per DT need, right? Just to make this event as smooth.
Give me an example of that custom solution.
Yeah, so basically that was something to schedule and scale the platform as per the country and as per the required time slot.
As you think about the outcomes, maybe a question to both of you, what was one of the outcomes that you were most proud of? It could be technical, it could be commercial, it could even be culture from the perspective of the team coming together. Let's start with you, Mamta.
Yeah, I think one of the highest or the best highlights we can have is like our platform was completely stable across all the matches. We had 70 million viewership, but we didn't have a single glitch. So that was amazing job done together as a team, together with the AWS. And second one would be we didn't even have any critical business ticket apart from 2 tickets, which were also not that critical. So we were always available for our customer because as in DT, we are really customer obsessed. Everything we build is around customer. So being also a new platform, being so scalable, being so well architectured, it's really for our brand value, it created more momentum. So we were there and we were available and we didn't have a single outages. So that was quite good.
And from your perspective, outcome you're most proud of?
Yeah, so the results were outstanding for us. Like we observed the DT content was streamed for more than 26 million hours from 1.2 million devices. And we also observed a 6-fold surge in the streaming of our content with, you can say, 4 times increase in the number of API requests per second. And the best part was we just achieved everything with 0 downtime.
Wow. So if we think about the key learnings, Mamta, from your perspective, is it that you can sustain this scale for other live events, or is it the trust in AWS to continue the relationship for even a larger breadth of workloads? What's the key takeaway here from your perspective?
So just start with the first one. So the key takeaway is as DT is going global scale, we want to scale up even further. 70 million is just a starting, I would say. Yeah, so we are scaling up across Atlantic as well. So we want to use every experience we are gaining in any products we are building or any platform across all the other products as well. One TV is just one example. Then we can learn the experience from the one TV and scale it further towards other portfolio like our mobile application or our engagement platform. So that was one of the key takeaway learning. And also during this time, there were some custom architectured solution which we can also reuse across the product. So for us, it's important that when we work together, whatever we build, we can use across multiple products area, and then we don't have to reinvent the wheel from the scratch. So that was 2 key takeaways over here.
And from the AWS perspective, how can this inspire further collaboration?
Yeah, so as we always say, we work backwards. So we are already collaborating with respective DT stakeholders on a lot of things, whether it is GenAI enablement, compliance, or you can say just to customize the solutions as per their requirement, or it is in observability. So that's how we are just working together. And again, as Mamta said, DT and even AWS both are really customer obsessed. So our end goal is just to enhance our platform stability and the resiliency, thereby just to improve the end user experience. And we truly enjoy while we contribute on our customers' business success.
Well, in the spirit of customer obsession, I want to give you the final question here, Mamta. As we think about our time here over the past week or so at the AWS studio, we've had a number of customers and partners talk about the role that telcos can play to deliver immersive media experiences. And the Euros, of course, is a perfect anecdotal example. So from your perspective, for operators beginning their journey with live streaming, live sports, Any practical advice as they take those first few steps?
Well, this is a normal advice I give to everybody who's starting with their digital journey. It doesn't matter in which stream. It's always about your culture and the vision and the strategic goals you want to achieve. So the culture is really working together with the team and not having a hierarchical setup, and the vision together with the team, what you want to look forward towards. And on this journey, having a strategic investment and adoption. So adoption can be on a different level because anything you build has to be adopted across the industry. So that would be the advice I would like to give to the audiences. Yeah.
I just wanted to congratulate you again on such a tremendous achievement. I, for one, in 2028, when the Euros come back, will be watching on the One TV platform, and hope to have you back in the MWC studio next year.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.